Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mike Bass, and today I'll be reacting to The Bass Gang. And I presume this is their Halloween song, unless they're going to release one closer to the time. But I'm late reacting to this. This has been out already at least a week. Only just getting around to this one. But this will be The Bass Gang featuring Peter Hollens. Yes, the Peter Hollens. If you don't know who he is, he's like one of the pioneers of a cappella. He's done some amazing stuff on his channel. He's even collaborated with Tim Faust quite a few times. The guy's a genius when it comes to things like this. So this will be a very interesting song to see how they incorporate him into it. And also just how they do the song, because this is Ghostbusters theme. Now, originally by Ray Parker Jr., very upbeat song. Very interesting to see how they do this whilst adding bass to the vocals. Not quite sure how they're going to pull this off, but I'm here for it. So let's see what the Bass Gang has got for us. Featuring Peter Hollens, this is Ghostbusters. Okay, hold on. So much going on already. Let's try and pick apart that intro. So they start off going up and down in ooze. So they're all sort of on a similar kind of note there. They're all sort of going sort of hovering around the mid-second octave there, sort of between D2 and G2 sort of area, I'd imagine. Maybe even getting a little higher at times. But then at the end, they swell upwards. I think they swell upwards. Did they all swell upwards? And Peter comes in. Yeah. And they all hold that sound. Some are a little lower than others, I think. I don't think they're all sort of on the same note there. Some are doing that, some are going I think that's about as high as it gets. But yeah, very nice. And then Bobby's coming in with a whatever he's doing here, bass line. I think he added an extra at some point towards the end of that phrase, so. Yeah. That's that he adds in there. Very nice. And I think Bobby was one of the lower ones in that at the start. Nice. So then they're all coming in. I think those higher bits. Peter and Marwin. Perhaps. I don't think Tommy's doing that higher note. It's hard to tell when they're all sort of doing harmonies like that, who's actually doing which bits. But I think I think Peter's definitely doing it. I think Marwin is the other one. Just for a guess point. and they're all sort of going whatever they're doing there in the background. So they're all in the background going and then some higher ones come in. Nice layering though. I like that arrangement. That's really good. Starting off with the bass line from Bobby, and then on top of really nice. So many layers to it, and it just makes it sound so full. And that's what Bass Gang do a lot of, to be fair. They have a lot of times where there's so many harmonies going on, like there's like usually about 10 or 12 faces on the screen all doing notes. At the moment it looks like about 8, so they're all each doing 2 different parts maybe, but very nice. Makes a much fuller sound and it sounds great. When there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If there's something weird and it don't look good. Interesting. I love Peter Hollens' character acting he does this in a lot of his songs as well. He likes to have fun with it, and you can see that in how he sings it. Don't look good. He's really getting into the feel of it here. But I just want to comment on the Ghostbusters bit. So when they all come in, so he starts singing, Peter Hollens starts singing it, and the bass gang are very much doing the backing vocals now. And did they come in with who you're going to... Hang on. When there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you going to call? Ghostbusters! Yeah, so they all come in, Ghostbusters. Now, that sounds very similar to the original. And from that, I mean, who's saying Ghostbusters here? You can see that they're all saying Ghostbusters, but there's clearly a higher, maybe even female sound going on. Have they sampled the original Ghostbusters shout here? Or have they got people in that aren't on the screen to say Ghostbusters at that point? I'm very interested in that bit, because that was clearly a Ghostbusters! Like, it's very similar sounding to the original. And that didn't... You can't tell me that came from them four. Just them four. If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Even that bit you heard, who you gonna call? He's really just playing around with the character voice here. Let me hear that Ghostbusters again. Oh, hang on. Nope, I didn't go back. Strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I mean, I guess it could be them. And they could be doing slightly higher vocals at the same time as shouting normally Ghostbusters. They could be going Ghostbusters right up there, some of them. They could be doing it. I still think it's a little iffy because it sounds too much like the original. And then obviously there's been is this a key change? I don't know what's going on here. They suddenly completely change it up. Let's go back and hear that. In your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I ain't afraid of no ghost. And they're all doing it now. It's infectious. They've all got the character voice going on. So Marvin comes in, I ain't afraid of no ghost. And then Peter comes in, so operatic as his background would be. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Really giving it some. I like that. So somebody's doing a bass line again. I've lost who. Is it still Bobby? I know they like to mix who's doing which bass lines at which points, but someone is doing a bass line still. I ain't afraid of no ghost. No. It's changed. It was Bobby doing the bass line. Now Peter's doing the bass line. So keep switching up who's doing that. Seeing things running through your head. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. An invisible man. Wait. So much going on. Right, so this already sounds weird coming from Marvin. It doesn't sound like his voice. If you're seeing things, they're really adding in that grit that Ray Parker Jr. adds in the original. Even Tommy didn't sound like Tommy at one point here. Things running through your head. Running through your head. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I thought that was a fish originally, and I was thinking, what's going on here? Why are they sleeping with the fishes? I don't know what's going on. So then the screen goes, and they're all like sort of doing this, Ghostbusters, and a ghost it was that flew past. Nice touch. Invisible man sleeping in your bed. Ow! Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I mean, okay. Peter Barber, not Peter Hollens. There's two Peters in this, which is getting confusing. But Peter Barber comes in then with "Ow!" channeling his inner Michael Jackson there. Living in your bed. Ow! Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. And now it looks like Marwan's taking the. Oh no, hang on. Well, he did then. Marwan took over the bass line then, but now I'm getting a picture of maybe Peter still doing the bass line. Confusing. I thought he was going to drop then and go, but he didn't. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I'm afraid of no busted. Whoa, what's going on? Now that's definitely a key change. Something's happening. Wow, they're mixing it up. Again, such a good arrangement of this, like, because that's probably the perfect time as well to sort of change it up. Because the song is quite repetitive in a way. It's a fun feel song, but it can get a little repetitive. And I think at just the right time there, they go, right, mix it up, bang, something else is happening, and it just piques your interest again. So Tommy took the first. I ain't afraid of no ghost. So obviously it was Marwan and Peter the first two times. Now it's Tommy and Bobby. And Bobby's just sounded so bassy and rich in there in his voice when he did it. I'm afraid of no busted. He doesn't even say ghost. I ain't afraid of no. He's right down there in his comfortable bass range there for Bobby, and it sounds. He's got such a great sounding bass voice. I ain't afraid of no. And then nothing, and then busted. And then they start going into like sort of dubstep feel. What is happening here? Let's hear that transition again and keep it going from there. I'm afraid of no busted. Oh yes, I forgot about that bit. Someone did a. So a bass hit, and then followed it down. So who was that? Was that Tommy?
I'm freezing busted.
No, it was Peter.
I'm afraid no ghost. I'm afraid no ghost.
Whoa, what's going on? So much to pick apart there. Okay, so Peter's doing the bass line again in this one. And he's going lower at times. I think there's some going on. So he's sort of going at times. I don't know quite how the bass line works, but there's definitely some times I heard a going on. A little fry.
I'm afraid no ghost. I'm afraid no ghost.
And then just there at the end, da 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 da. And he just follows it down, and he's still doing it right down there. Da 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 da, and then comes up as, I mean, who's doing the right up there? It looks like Tommy, but Peter Hollens could also, and Marwin. I mean, they're all sort of yelling here. I think the highest it looks like Marwin, Tommy, and Peter Hollens. One of those three at least is doing their super high. Yeah.
I'm afraid no ghost.
And then straight, what was that then? And then straight back to how it was before. Like that midsection didn't happen, but it did happen, and piqued your interest again. Great arrangement of this. Whoever's arranged this, it's really good arrangement. I mean, what was I going to talk about there? Something happened. This is melting my brain because there's so much happening and so much to focus on that I think, oh, I'll pick that apart, and then something else happens, and I go, okay, what happened on that original one? And there's several things that have happened since, and it's like, what is going on? So let's hear this again. So something happens here. So they. There, so yeah, there wasn't really anything to comment on. So they're going back to the original. While one of them's going the bass line. And then this do a whatever they did there, that bit, and then someone went. I don't know who. Did they do it in chest? Yeah, I think it was Bobby. Someone went down there.
Ghost, baby, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters! When it comes through your door, unless you just want some more, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I'm afraid no ghosts.
Oh, Marwin's going off on one. Marwin's doing the bass line here. And he was going dum, 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 dum. And he's getting lower and lower and lower. Let's see what happens here.
Unless you just want some more, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I'm afraid no ghosts.
And then he comes in with his bah. Oh, this is breaking me. Oh, bravo, guys. Okay, so Marwin at the absolute bottom of his bass line is going the. Dum, 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 dum. I think he's getting around a sort of C2, maybe B1, right at the bottom of that bass line. But then he comes in with a which was there was a slight fry in that. So that was slightly lower, but wasn't complete chest. But then so much happened after that.
I'm afraid of no ghost.
What is happening there? Is that all their voices, or is there some sort? It sounds like there's some sort of technology going on that's tampered with the voices there. Sounds like they're all sort of going a low. I'm afraid of no ghost, but something's tampered with the quality of that sound, and it's made it more robotic sounding. Because or are they actually doing that? Can they actually do that sort of robotic sound? All of them? I think that's been tampered with by technology there. I think something's happened to that voice to make it sound more robotic. I think they all sort of went, I'm afraid of no ghost. At best, they could have gone, I'm afraid of no ghost. Something like that. That would have been too low, to be fair. Yeah, there's no. They just did a normal, I'm afraid of no ghost. And it's been tampered with to make it sound robotic, but it's a nice touch. I like it, especially at this point of the song. All the music cuts out, and it just comes in with that, I'm afraid of no ghost. They could have done it in a super bassy, like I just did then, but maybe even lower. They could have done it in a super bassy, I'm afraid of no ghost sound with just a normal sound, but they went robotic on it, and it actually sounds pretty good.
I'm afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, that Ghostbusters definitely sounds not just them. That bit when they go Ghostbusters definitely sounds like there's some other voices in there. That's, I mean, it's just a bop, isn't it? Like, they kept repeating that with and it's such a good, but they know they nailed that bit. That's why they kept repeating it, because that is such a nice tune to just bop to. It makes you move. That's all I wanted to do when that bit came on, and just move to it, because it's such a fun little song they did here. And I mean, there's so much going on, so much to pick apart. I probably missed bits. They absolutely nailed it. I can't believe it's taken this long to see this, but really, really nice job, guys. And way to go getting Peter Hollens to jump on with you. He did brilliantly as well. Just nothing much to say other than great job. It wasn't exactly spooky as such. I mean, obviously the song's Ghostbusters, so they're talking about busting ghosts, and they added in some effects with like ghosts and things. But yeah, I mean, is it the Halloween song? I don't know. Maybe they got something else in line. But other than that, very well done. Very, very well done, guys. Great song to listen to. I'm going to be listening to this quite a few times more, and just bop into it. Yeah, just enjoying the song, because when I'm trying to pick apart things, I'm not really enjoying it that much. There are times when I can enjoy the tune that they're playing, but most of the time I'm just listening for things and picking out things, and I need to just sit back and enjoy that song for what it is, which is just a really good song. Yeah, so as always, give the Bass Gang a like and subscribe, because they bring out such great content like this. If you enjoyed this, then this is their wheelhouse. This is what they do best. This wasn't the bassiest of songs by them, but they can get low. Trust me, they're not the bass gang just by a name. You know, they all can do bass, and they pretty much can all go high as well. I mean, Bobby probably not as high as the others, but they've all got a pretty decent high range. So it's impressive for four bass singers. Yeah, really great song, guys. Give them a like and subscribe. As always, give the featured artist a like and subscribe as well. Peter Hollens, he was amazing in this, as he is in pretty much everything he does. And feel free to give me a like and subscribe as well. Bass Gang, you have officially broke my brain, so I'm gonna take a moment to reboot my system, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.